Let me take you back to about a year ago, a little over a year ago. Things in a very long-term relationship that I had, 3+ years, on and off a little bit here and there. On top of that, my car breaks down to the point where I don't think it's replaceable. I would have to replace the engine. And I had already replaced the engine in my car before, so I wasn't really trying to do that again. So we go into a situation where we have no girlfriend, no car. And then on top of that, I already told y'all, like, I'm not the super social dude. So also didn't have a lot of friends. I did have two very close friends at the time. They know who they are if they're watching this video. That helped me get through that time period. But on top of that, the third variable was that I also got fired from my job shortly afterwards. So I was put into a situation where I had no girlfriend, no car, no job, no friends. So that put me into a time period of very intense solitude. It was a very interesting time period as well because I was also in the process of moving from Florida to Texas. There was only like 3 or 4 weeks before I moved, so I didn't really see the point of trying to like scramble and get a job for like 2 weeks, maybe even just a week. So I'm like, fuck it. I guess I'm just gonna spend this time alone. And it just made me realize a lot about myself. I also tried to limit myself from social media and things of that nature, just constantly peering in on other people's lives. A little bit before that, I was still trying to talk to other girls and shit like that. But when all that shit happened, I'm like, let me just be my lonesome for a little bit. Let's try to figure some things out. And ultimately I did. And I want to speak about the power of the necessity, really, that all men kind of need to go through this time period of just having some solitude, just being to themselves, being alone, figuring yourself out, figuring out what you actually want to do. What are your goals in life? What, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you a family dude? Do you want to start a family? You trying to get rich? You know what I'm saying? Do you need to start getting into the gym? You know, you need to sit alone and battle these problems, because we all have problems that we are constantly ignoring, usually because we are able to constantly distract ourselves, either with other people or other things such as social media, fucking video games, pornography, drugs, alcohol. All these things are distractions. What are they distracting you from? Your own fucking mind. You don't spend time just fucking thinking. Like when I had this period of solitude, it was about a month. I went on frequent walks. Just walks, no music, around my neighborhood. They probably thought I was fucking crazy or training for a marathon or some shit. Cause I would just be walking, fucking circles, walking. But it really allowed me to figure some things out about myself. And then on top of that, figure out like what direction I wanted to take my life in. And I'm coming up now on another period of solitude. And because when I came down here, that was the original goal. The goal was I'm going to be to myself. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to start working on my shit. And I didn't do that shit. I started talking to bitches. I was trying to make friends and shit. Wasn't focusing on my stuff, allowing myself to get deeper into my vices at times. And it was really destroying me. And I took a period. I told you guys in my last video that my grandmother had passed away recently. And even though I wasn't super close to her, it really kind of fucked me up in a way. And it made me kind of just rethink some shit. And the reason I haven't been making videos because I just haven't been in the right mindset. I haven't been in the right space in my head. And I didn't feel like it was a good idea to come on here and try to make videos because I didn't think they were going to be good. They weren't going to be me living to the ideals that I put on these videos because I wasn't doing it at the time, bro. I would tell you, I fell into my vices. I fell into a rut. I was doing all the wrong things. I dropped all the bad habits. I dropped all the good habits. I was picking up the bad habits. I was not doing shit the way I should have been doing shit. Therefore, I didn't think it was a good idea to be making videos because I don't want to come on here and be fake. And all these signs are pointing to like it's just a time to just fucking get back in my bag. Get back in what I got going on. Learn to live for yourself, not for everyone around you, not for the people that you have in your circle. You got to live for you, bro. Because at the end of the day, when everything is all said and done and you're dying in your casket or you're on your deathbed, although you will be grateful for the people around you, be grateful for the people that have supported you in your journey through life, at the end of the day, nigga, it's just you. Like, you're going to be the only one dying. You're going to be the only one getting ready to exit this earth. And you're going to think to yourself, you know, what is all my life experiences led up to? You know, what sort of individual am I based on, you know, how I feel about myself? Because at the end of the day, you know, you can get all this happiness and what would the word be? It's not recognition. Jesus, fucking. I guess it would be recognition from the people around you that make you feel like you're doing something or that you're really hot shit. If a lot of people are praising you, you think you know you're really the shit. But if in your head, when you're alone and you're by yourself, you don't think you're the shit, then that is your reality. You are ultimately not the shit if you don't think that you are actually the shit. So therefore, like, even if you were not the shit, but you believed you were the shit, then to you, you were the shit. Like, at the end of the day, like, that's all that matters is you and your own thoughts. And if you want to get comfortable with your own thoughts, it's going to require a time period of solitude where you are able to really battle with these, we can call them demons. You can call them whatever you want. But battle with these concepts and ideas that you have in your head that are holding you back or that are making you feel like less of yourself, making you feel like shit. You need to figure out why. You need to actually dig into these things. And we don't like to ask these hard questions about ourselves. We don't want to know that, oh, maybe we're actually just bullshitting. Maybe you're not that guy. Maybe you're not that good. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the praise that people are giving you is not deserving. But a period of solitude will help you get back on track, or get on track if you've never been on track. But you got to isolate yourself from all the noise, because what you don't realize is that we are very influenced by the people around us. I think we give ourselves too much credit for being who we are just because of who we are. That is not true. You are who you are based on the people and ideas and things around you that you have incorporated into your own life. Like, all the beliefs that you have, especially if you're a younger dude, bro, somebody put those beliefs in your head. You didn't just come up with this shit. All the ideas you have, it's a byproduct of either someone else or a different ideal that you have followed either consciously or subconsciously. So if you really want to figure your own self out, you want to figure out who is the truest version of you, what you actually want to do with your life, you know, what is important to you, you have to cut off all these distractions. You got to get into a period where it's just you, where you have the time and the mental capacity in order to work through these things. Because it's not easy. You know, there is no blueprint to life. No one's going to be able to sit here and tell you exactly what to do. You do this, that, and that, and this, and that, and that, and blah, 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 blah. And you're going to be fucking happy. Maybe. Maybe not. Because everyone is different. Everyone has their own ideals. Everyone has their own spin on things. You know, like, that's what I like to try to bring to this channel is I put my own spin on shit. I'm not spitting nothing new. I'm not saying nothing that's fucking mind-boggling. But it's my own spin, my own interpretation of different ideas. And one big idea that we're speaking on today is fucking solitude. Get by yourself, bro. Like, spend that time in your home. Cut off all the fucking distractions. Go into a period of monk mode. Like, be completely in your own space. Like when I came out of this, man, while I'm going into it now, because I had a little time period where I was like, all right, let me try to talk to more people. Let me try to talk to some girls again. Let me try to go out of the house a little bit. And I found that all these things were very empty. They were not fulfilling in the slightest. Very good in the moment. In the moment, I was giving in to my vices, giving in to what I wanted, the pleasure, the dopamine of being with an attractive young lady, the dopamine of smoking up some weed, the dopamine of having a nice drink. All these things are very momentary. And the happiness and dopamine goes very fucking quickly. And the thing about that is that once your dopamine hits like spikes, we got to make a dopamine video. But once your dopamine hits spikes, like the baseline is lower. So once that spike is over, you're now feeling worse than you were feeling in the beginning to start off with the whole situation. But if you want to figure out a way to find some purpose, some meaning, some fulfillment in your life, it might be time to take a period of solitude.